Well, welcome to How to Let Go of a Narcissist, where we explore healing journeys and tools to help survivors of narcissistic abuse reclaim their power. Today, I'm honored to have Wes with me. He's found his way through some difficult times and still going through some, and he's going to share some insights that might help you on your path. Wes, welcome.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
Pretty good, thanks. If you don't mind, can you share a little bit about yourself and what led you to this point in your healing journey?
I have a 2-year-old son that means the world to me, and learning to let go of the things that my partner or ex-partner has inflicted on me has nothing to do with him, and having a relationship with my child is most important. And realizing and telling myself that everything that was presented to me in the beginning with this individual was just a big show production facade, and I learned that now.
Hard lesson.
It's it's not easy when you give yourself 100% to that person and do everything that you believe is right or what they're asking, and it's not. Apparently, it's not even what they want or require from you, and you ask multiple times, and you get silent treatment, or you get I've told you 1,000 times without clarification on what exactly they're needing from me to make our relationship better.
Yeah. Boy, sorry, this is a tough time for you.
Yeah, it's not one I didn't think I was going to be in, and I don't enjoy it one bit.
Yeah. So, just kind of looking into the past, have you had any other experiences with narcissism or neglect prior to this one?
Actually, yes, I have an ex-girlfriend that was like this, and apparently I have a pattern for it. As my sisters have told me, my picker's broken to pick the right woman. So, I kind of put my wife, or soon-to-be ex-wife, with my ex-girlfriend who has a child. I have a child with that has done the exact same thing, not to the extent of what my wife has done, because she's my wife, versus a relationship without all those strings attached. And yeah, so
So, you talk about a pattern. What can you describe the pattern a little bit?
for me, it's like a disbelief that someone of this nature could treat, love, or like me the way that they are showing me or claiming to. And makes me infatuated with that. And as time goes on, true colors show, things slip. Everything's perfect just the way you are in the beginning, and then slowly but surely they start to chip away at things, and your confidence, your moods, your demeanor, your tone. Um, like, I could have a conversation with my wife, and it'd be like, "Hey, I'm talking to you. Can you hear me?" And she'd be like, "You don't have to yell." I'm like, "That's not yelling." And just, I'm hard of hearing. I'm always saying, or what? I drive diesel trucks. I'm around equipment all day, and I drove tow trucks. So yeah, I'm a little bit on the hard of hearing side. So I talk louder anyway.
Right.
Oh. Um, just the beginning stages of, wow, this person cares for me, loves me, likes me, wants me in their life. And then towards the end of everything, with the past two experiences I've had, they absolutely hate you, and you are taking up their time to do whatever it is that they have planned or what they want to do, because you're always there. You're always in the relationship. You're always trying to communicate, and you're left in silent treatment or no clarification on what to communicate about.
You know, so you've got a really big heart. You're a very compassionate, understanding person. Has that shown up? Do you think that's part of the pattern, part of the discard?
Yeah, yeah, because it makes your self-worth kind of deplete, and you do you lose value in yourself, and you yourself getting into these spots, you have a big heart, a kind person, you're compassionate, you're empathetic, you're you'll do anything for that person.
Right.
And the last month of my marriage was by far just the most devastating, because I walked on eggshells for the last year and a half, and the last few months has been like eggshells with razor blades. Like, come up, freaking, how's your day? What's wrong with you? Okay, well, that's how your day is, and that's the response I get, and it's like, okay. Then I get told I'm always home. It's our home. It's where our son is. Why wouldn't I be at home? I made dinner before you got home, and that's I'm home. But that's not what I need or want from you. What is it? Told you 1,000 times. Okay. Silence, and that's the end of the conversation.
Yeah. So, was there a specific moment or event that made you decide it's time to break out of this?
When I had the evidence and proof that I had seen that she had been being, what is it, infidelity, um, with me, and I had proof of it on video camera that her herself showed me,
Oh, wow.
and promised that that wasn't the case. When this person, she knows I don't care for this person. I don't like this person. I don't like how they talk to my wife, which my wife complained to me about months prior to. And now this person is at my house after midnight with weapons and ammunition, with my 2-year-old son asleep in his crib, and shows the camera going 23:59, which is 11:59, going up through the kitchen to the hallway to the bedroom, and the camera has no more alerts after 23:59. And she says he left at midnight. No, no, the camera doesn't show any movement after 11:59. So right then and there, December 19th, to be exact.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. Christmas Day. She showed me this Christmas Day.
Oh, hi. Wow.
Because uh, I found a live 12 gauge shotgun round on the living room floor next to the table where my son plays with his toys and his books. And it had been there since the 19th, or at least that's what the video documented showed. It was the 19th. So
That's frightening.
that is terrifying. My son could have played with this ammo and struck the firing pin. It could have gone off in his hand. Could have, oh my gosh, so many variables of, oh no. And then
Wow.
I work nights, so I'd clean the house during the day, vacuum, do dishes, do laundry, cook meals, get stuff prepared. And then I'd go to work at night. So she'd come home, have it super chill, easy night. Super great,
Mhm.
Didn't need that from me. Didn't want that from me. And then if that live shell has been there since December 19th to Christmas, that's what, 5 or 6 days? So when was the last time she cleaned the house? It's like I did this daily. Okay.
That's frightening. Frightening to have your
It's
kids
terrifying.
close to that.
Yes. And
Oh.
that's what keeps me going.
So, as you kind of look back over this last very difficult month or two, what's made the biggest difference in your recovery? I know you're not fully recovered, but you're working on it. What's made the difference?
So, um, my support, my very two closest friends, my two sisters, um, my faith and belief in God, um, hope and prayers, and looking at photos of my son, and then also on an ironic day for a court date, December 24th, I got served with a temporary TRO for false information she had claimed had happened that did not happen, and uh, the falseness of it was just ludicrous, and and she had gotten this temporary restraining order on December 5th. I didn't get served with it until December 24th. She took, she lied to detectives while I sat right next to her, saying she didn't know my whereabouts, didn't know where I'd been, hadn't seen me. I'm sitting right next to her while she's standing next to me on the couch or about the couch. And she tried to coerce or give me dialogue on what to say to the detective when I talked to him, because he was going to call on me next. When he called me, I told him the truth. And that made her irate with me because I wasn't getting in trouble. I now have a TRO on me. No, I'm not getting in trouble for any of this.
Yeah.
So,
Well, so it's shocking to believe that people with whom you share custody of a child that you both love would resort to false TROs as a way to manipulate you, because it's just so damaging to everybody.
well,
It happens more often than you'd believe.
100%. I believe it 100%. And the fun thing about on the 24th, when I got served that restraining order, that just boosted my drive to pick my head up and get out of the slump, was that she filed for divorce July 24th, 2024. She claims that we weren't living together 4/6/2024. I've been at the house since December 15th. And then the judge asked her, what's going on here? Because on the divorce paperwork, she wanted joint 50-50 custody. On the TRO, she wants sole and physical. The judge is like, what's going on? Why are these different? What is the problem? And my soon-to-be ex-wife said, Wes is a wonderful, terrific father to Rance. And the judge stopped her there, told me I got Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday visitation. Right then and there. That upset that woman beyond belief. So then she continued to spin the TROs mainly to protect her because she doesn't feel safe, because she knows she got caught cheating on me. And any man that is angry about his wife doing that, you can imagine, flies off the handle and, in the fit of rage and emotional outburst, says things that out of anger. So that's why she got granted the temporary TRO, and the judge gave me visitations because of what she told the judge. So,
Wow.
thank you for that.
Wow, what a journey.
It's not even over. I got court date on Wednesday. I got a court date on the 26th. Man, it's just all kinds of fun for me.
Well, it's a testament to your love of your child to keep hanging in there like this.
Yeah, absolutely. And the support system that I have, they're wonderful friends and family. She claims that my sisters is one of the reasons why we can't talk, because she doesn't care for one of my two sisters. And that has nothing to do with her and I or our son, but that's her excuse. And I can't change that. So I just keep on keeping on and kind of laugh about it. It's ridiculous. And 99% of the stuff that she tries to talk to or spout out is nonsense, or just circling around the topic she'd really like to talk about, and just try to confuse me, blame me, or just never tell me what she wants to talk to me about.
Yeah. Well, if you could go back and give your past self one piece of advice, going back to however far you want to go, what would it be?
I should have paid more attention to the red flags after my son was born. My wife lost like 70 pounds in the last 7 months. Spent a whole bunch of money on different size wardrobes as she lost weight. What would I have told myself then? File for divorce first, move out. I would have saved myself a lot of confusion, the feeling, I guess you could say, of betrayal and lies. And if I'd have taken the actions, I wouldn't have felt so guilty and so manipulated and blindsided. I would have been more. I would tell myself, run, I think.
Well, having the large heart that you do and being sensitive in that way as you are, you probably knew there was trouble early on, didn't you? Were there signs that you thought, hey, this doesn't feel right?
Yeah. Yeah. I was just, one, I didn't question it because if I did, it was an argument or silent treatment.
You know,
I'm not trying to argue around our son. I'm not trying to have an argument, period. Like you said, I'm very keep the peace, glass half full kind of guy, optimistic.
right.
Think in my head, tell myself, no, she wouldn't do those things to me. No, she wouldn't do that stuff to me. And then I see text messages and instant messenger that she says she's going to take me for everything she can. She's going to screw me over the best she can. She's going to do me 100 times worse than my past relationship with a child. And it's just like, my sad self was like, no, because I get stuck in the memory of how this woman treated me in the beginning, what she told me, what she said, how she wanted life to be for our future. And I thought about the positive because I'm optimistic, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, I like being optimistic because it goes either way. And that's just, you got to go from there, just like life is right now for me. And
Right.
uh, yeah, that's, yeah, there was plenty. I mean, like her family, her side of the family loved me. I did favors for her dad. I worked with her dad. I did favors for her grandparents. I did favors for her sister, her aunts, her uncles, her cousins. I've done them all favors. They all appreciate, like me, never had nothing bad to say about me. Now I am lower than dirt and no communication, no contact by all of them.
Yeah. Well,
It's just,
sounds like
it's
there
a
may
Saturday.
be kind of a similar pattern in her family to her.
Yeah, just this Saturday, I wired up her father's 1960 F-250. The whole thing, front to rear, motor compartment, gauges, fuel pump, you name it. I did all the wiring on this truck, saved him $6,000. And this guy, I showed up Saturday to drop my son off, and he follows me in there, and he goes, "What's going on?" I'm like, didn't say anything to him because I didn't have anything to say. Silence is, solitude. If I can't say nothing or say anything, you can't get me for nothing. So I don't say anything. I didn't say nothing to him. I drop my son off. I tell the ex-wife what he had to eat for dinner, how much he ate. Here's our son. She now no longer lets me over to the house. I have to drop him off by a highway at the property gate. And he's asleep when I'm dropping him off. It's 7 o'clock at night. He's asleep. And I have to wake him up, pass him through a fence to her to put in her car to drive up the driveway to the house. And I'm like, okay. And then as the father's leaving, he walks by and he calls me a piece of shit. And I'm just like, oh, wow. So
Just amazing.
I've been slandered beyond belief that I feel. And that's not my control. So
So let's suppose there's somebody listening to this and they're struggling and maybe they've had some of the same experiences that you have, but they're a little earlier in the experience. Any advice to them about how to get through this?
absolutely. Know in your heart, in your mind that you're a good person. You got taken advantage of, just like myself. You got manipulated or confused. Don't stay with your head down. Look up, do better, be the best you can. And whether it's for yourself or your children or both, um, you were put here. You're still here for a reason, I believe. And you have a child or self-love in yourself to be successful without that person. Shine brighter than bright can shine, be the shiniest star in the sky. Because every day I'm trying to find work. Every day I'm trying to do this and that. I'm homeless. I'm living in a car. It's been since December 15th.
It's a long
I'm,
time to live in a car.
you're telling me my back's letting me know every morning at about 5:26 in the morning. So, um, yeah, you're 100% right. But I have a purpose. I have a son. I need to be his father. I want to be his father. I'm a dad. Um, I love my little boy with all of my being, and I know I'm a good person, and I'm worth the squeeze, and I'm gonna fight for it. I'm not gonna. I've
Good
been
for you.
abused enough the past year. I don't need her validation. I don't need her to criticize me. I don't need her to put me down, confuse me anymore. I'm focusing on me and handling what I need to handle, and to gradually or even quickly, depending on how well you get yourself out of the slumps, just go up that ladder and just keep climbing it, keep going. I I have that talk with myself almost every morning. Like, let's get on with it. Come on, we gotta get going. Don't be lazy. Don't procrastinate. Don't put this off. Don't do that. Get on with it. So it's kicking yourself in the butt. But
Exactly. Well,
my
you're a courageous gentleman to share all of this and your strength and wisdom and your drive to be a good dad. So I thank you. And I know those who are listening are grateful for your insight. Thank you.
You're very welcome, and I'm glad to be a part of this. Absolutely.